The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
First and 10.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Colts' 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Samson Abukum able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Complete to Taylor.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. From the gun on third down, Brady looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run the counter. It's Hines, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And Daniels has it, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd and
This is Hines. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tucker's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
35-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
Brady's pass, incomplete on the throwaway.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Indianapolis.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Hopkins' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brady now on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Colts first
But
down.
one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Brady again. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Daniels. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Antonio Gibson, the ball.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Colts 17, Jaguars 10. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Hines. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Jacksonville.
17.
It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And some room to work. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Colts 24, Jaguars 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Ben Roethlisberger is sacked.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. K.J. Hamler with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a play fake. Brady. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Colts first down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Taylor Gabriel.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on second down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, no, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they're doing what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his rookie target from Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Stop short of
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. Rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Draw play. This is Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tyler Davison on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Roethlisberger to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
I'm coming for. I'm coming for you. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
There's a turnover on
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Right there, 56. Not here. 56, the Mike, boys, 56. Check. Word. We ain't giving up nothing. Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. Powerful running. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
For the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
It's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
14.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, that's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 36 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Patriots nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 7 from the 20. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
A first down throw for Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. the handoff, it's Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, this is Michel. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 39. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots nothing.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on. Oh, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try to cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Colts 21, Patriots nothing. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, Michelle. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Mike, check 33. 33.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Brissett. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Colts 28, Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air it. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Green, 52 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
To number 13.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. And he's got his target, it's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike, check 33. 33. What's the run? They're running it.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First down, Brissett. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To number 80.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Brissett's pass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. They'll throw again. Brissett. The quick slant caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 45, Patriots 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Key 26, key 26.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Brissett on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And thanks to the interception. interception. The Colts offense cashes in with 6.
His kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Colts 52, Patriots 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. D.D. Westbrook, 72 yards. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Colts 52, Patriots 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And it's Michel once again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
look to throw now on first down. And a little floater there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play fake. Brissett. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Now he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
The point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter.
Let's put him on the buses.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Second down, Brissett. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards.
From the red zone now, Brissett.
First down.
And he's got it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Today's final score, Colts.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.